In this video, I want to have a look at some more equations with fractions. So in other videos, we have already looked at solving equations that involve fractions, but this is just another style of question that you can get. So we're just going to go through the one example. So we've got 2n plus 1 over 3 minus 3n minus 2 over 2 equals minus 5. Now there's a couple of different ways you can approach this question. If we wanted to get rid of this denominator here, this 3, we could multiply everything in this equation by 3 every term. If we wanted to get rid of this 2, we could then go through and multiply everything by 2. What we can do instead, rather than doing it in 2 steps, is to multiply everything by the lowest common multiple of 3 and 2. The lowest common multiple of 3 and 2 is 6. So we're going to multiply this fraction by 6, this one by 6, and we're going to multiply this number over here by 6 as well. All right, now when we multiply this fraction here by 6, we would end up with 6 outside of 2n plus 1 over 3. Then we're going to have minus, and we're going to have 6 outside of 3n minus 2 over 2 equals, and minus 5 times 6 would be minus 30. Now if we look at these can simplify down. So 6 over 3, or 6 divided by 3, will just simplify to 2 outside of 2n plus 1, because 6 divided by 3 is just 2. 6 divided by 2 would give us 3, so we're going to have minus 3 outside of 3n minus 2, and that still equals our minus 30. Now from there we can go through and expand out our brackets. So we're going to have 2 times 2n is 4n plus 2. Now just be careful when you're expanding with this negative. We're going to have minus 3 times 3n. So we'll have minus 9n. And we're going to have minus 3 times minus 2, so plus 6. And that's going to be equal to minus 30 still. Now before I start rearranging anything, I'm just going to simplify this by collecting like terms. So my 4n minus 9n is going to give me minus 5n. I've got 2 plus 6, so plus 8 is equal to minus 30. Now we want to get that n on its own, so I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So I'm going to have minus 5n equals minus 38. And then to get the n on its own now, I'm going to divide both sides by minus 5. So I'm going to have n equals minus 38 over minus 5. Now I've run out of room, so I'm going to bring it up here. That's just going to simplify. Our minuses, negative divided by a negative, will give us a positive answer. So that's just the same as 38 over 5. And we can simplify that if we want to write it as a mixed numeral instead of an improper fraction. 5 goes into 38 7 times, and there's 3 left over. So we're going to have 7 3/5 as our final answer. So that's having a look at one more type of equation that involves fractions.